Have you ever wanted to do something so bad that you would literally do anything to make it happen, but you have no idea where to start? And as a result of that, you sit there thinking, contemplating, planning, trying to figure out the perfect execution strategy for you to get started. In this video, I'm gonna teach you the concept that changed my life in every single facet that I've ever dived into. Before we get started, I wanna take you back to 10 years ago when I first got started. I was working as a restaurant manager at Jameson's Irish Pub, and I wanted to build a successful online coaching business. So I'd spend 8 hours a day working at the restaurant, 2 hours a day at the gym, and a couple hours a day working on my online coaching business. As you can imagine, because I was part-time at this venture, I wasn't really making a lot of money with online coaching. Maybe $1,000 to $2,000 a month if I was lucky. Now, the whole time that I worked at Jameson's, all I wanted to do was online coaching, but I had no idea how to fully commit. And it was so scary to think about this idea of quitting my 9 to 5 and jumping into something that had no guarantee. So I never did it. I just worked at Jameson's, worked on online coaching on the side, worked at Jameson's, worked at online coaching on the side, was trying to study, but didn't really have the time. I was stuck in this constant loop of wanting to get ahead, but not having the time to get ahead because I was working for somebody else. Now, due to a breakup and a series of unfortunate events, I flew to Australia hoping to chase a girl down that had moved there. Unfortunately, that didn't pan out for me, and I was in Australia wondering what to do with my life. Should I go back to Canada, back to Jameson's, back to my old life? Or should I travel to Bali for the first time? I had never been to a third world country and see what the rest of the world looked like. I made the decision I was gonna go to Bali by myself. The problem is I had $500 in my bank account and there was 3 weeks to stay in Bali. I was forced into a situation where it was do or die. I either figured out how to make money or I was gonna be stranded in Bali. And I'm gonna talk about the concept and I'm gonna tell you another story. In 2020, I got a call from one of my friends. He's like, yo, B, do you want to invest into a gym? And it was something that I always wanted. It was like something that I always desired, but I had no idea how to get started or even how it was going to come about. So I was like, sure, why not? So I made the decision that I was going to invest and to become a gym owner, and I had no idea how to be a gym owner. And over the course of the last 5 years, there's been a lot of battle testing. There's been a lot of lessons. There's been a lot of stuff that I figured out along the way through messy action. However, the concept that I'm about to give to you is the one thing that taught me exactly how to do it. And before I tell you the concept, I got one more story. Right now at my company at PT Domination, I have 60 people that work for me, 60. I came from a background where I was born and raised in a trailer park. I have no idea how to build a business this big. I was literally figuring it out along the way. And so as I started getting more people that worked for me, I started realizing, oh my gosh, I better learn leadership because there's all these people that are looking directly to me to guide them, to mentor them, to help them out. But I didn't even know how to do that. I'm the guy that was sleeping on my grandma's couch in a trailer 11 years ago. And now I've got 60 people that work for me at my company asking me on a day-to-day basis, how do we do stuff? They're looking to me as the captain of the ship saying, where are we going, sir? And I'm like, I don't even know half the time. So for all of you that are struggling with perfection, for all of you that are struggling with not knowing what to do, for all of you that are hoping for the perfect execution strategy, I'm gonna give you the one concept that changed my life forever that applies to every single one of these stories. Jump out of the plane and learn how to fly on the way down. Listen, so many of you are waiting for the perfect time, the perfect execution strategy, the perfect moment, but the reality is it's the end of the year and you still haven't done anything. We're talking about you wasted an entire year planning, thinking, hoping, dreaming, studying, when you could have had an entire year of infield experience. When I was forced in Bali to figure out how to make money, it was do or die. I either made the money or I was gonna starve. That's called jumping out of the plane and learning how to fly on the way down. When I bought the gym, which cost me $1.5 to $2 million at this point, I literally had no idea how to lead a gym. However, if I didn't figure it out, I was gonna be starving in debt, have to close a gym and burn my reputation. That's called jump out of the plane and learn how to fly on the way down. Building a company to 60 people when I have never led people to that capacity my entire life, that's called jumping out of the plane and learning how to fly on the way down. I had no idea how I was going to do this. Now the benefit is if you're watching this video right now, you've got resources to be able to help you do this, but you will never use those resources to their fullest capacity if you're sitting there hoping for the right time. You're trying to figure it out. Listen, write this down, burn it into your brain, burn it into your notes, put it on your phone background. Take messy action, because when you take messy action, you get infield experience. Sometimes you fail and it sucks. Sometimes you fall flat on your face and it sucks. However, all of those experiences, whether they be failures, whether they be lessons, whether they be learnings, are gearing you up so that you can become the person that you're supposed to become. Because I can promise you, I've been in business for 11 years at this point. My business is making $10 million a year. At this point, I can absolutely guarantee you with 100% certainty that I have more business IQ than somebody that went to business school, in university for the last 8 years. They might have more quote unquote book knowledge, but I've got more money in my bank account because I'm actually executing principles. So stop waiting for the right time, start hoping for the perfect opportunity, stop waiting for the right moment, and start taking action right now.